the childhood of Paul, that he was running the classical instrument like the violin or flute or something like that, influenced by his father, right?
Sorry, I didn't quite get the question.
And before Paul got into rock music, maybe that is the influence by you, I think. But before that, I've heard this might be a rumor, I'm not sure, but I have noticed your father is a fan of classical music, and because of your father, he was running piano or something like that classical instrument before guitar or something.
Both my parents are very into classical music, and actually my mother who started that, and they've had a prescription for concerts. My father still has, and I often go to concerts with him. So this has been the influence for both me and Paul forever. It's always classical music on the record player, and every Sunday morning there was a radio program which my parents listened to. So it's in the back there, and Paul, of course, being musician that he is, plays. You started up with drums, and he switched to guitar, and he's taught himself piano, and so yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, so thank you. And what band or the musician might be their greatest influence by you students?
Oh, I don't think I should put myself, in terms of I'm not sure I haven't influenced them at all. But Paul and I, we grew up, and we were listening to Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and The Doors, and I'm sure we still will be doing that. And except for the fact that they already, two of them had passed. Sadly so early, and The Doors was no longer producing records, so we had to find them, had to listen to some new music, and yeah, so, and it's important, I think. I feel at my age, a lot of my friends, do they listen to enough new music? You have to force yourself a little bit, because it's really tempting to put on all just the old records, but to be on top of them or have new influences, you should really make an effort. So every day when I drive to work, I put on P3, which is for the young people. I don't listen so much to all the talking in between, but I listen to the music. I like quite a lot of it.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Berlin, and I'm from Germany. My question is from sister to sister. I have an older sister, and I know what it means to have a sister. And what does it mean to be the sister of Paul? I mean, what happened in the 80s when Paul gets a start? You should know what's happened here. Shit, my brother is a big star. What's wrong here?
Yes, you kidding me? Yeah, it was bloody hard. No. I think with Paul, he so early stood out as such a special guy. He could do so many things. I remember being really, really stressed because I did pottery, as a hobby. And we did pottery classes at school. And when he started doing pottery and came home with things, and one day I overheard my father, he was holding up one thing that he made, and said to my mother, "This is really good, don't you?" And I was like, God, yes, to do that as well. He couldn't leave me the clay. So, but I was as proud as everybody. And like I told you, I've always been very, very fond of my brother, very protective of him when he was younger, and I hated for all criticism, to the criticism that wasn't good. I disliked it strongly. And after this brilliant concert at Ullevål Stadion outdoors, back in the day, not so far back, but the criticism in one of the big newspapers in Norway was like, so-so. Well, it didn't really take off, they didn't really lift the audience, and bit so-and-so. And I was furious because I had a prescription for that paper at home. And I hated that so much, and I thought it was so unfair. This is a big football stadium, so to fill, and we're Norwegians, we're not Brazilians, going crazy. We stand like this. I remember Magnum once, he tried to get the audience to dance really back in the day, and he was like doing like this. Because everybody had folded their arms across the chest. So the thing I did, I was so upset, annoyed. So I wrote a letter, from the reader and to the newspaper where I said, this is unbelievable. Were we at the same concert? I can't trust this newspaper anymore if you write such a shitty and untruthful. I wrote, I thought, a brilliant piece about this, and I ended with, I hereby, I don't want to have a prescription of your newspaper anymore. So there. And the thing was, it wasn't actually my prescription, it was my husband's. And he loves that newspaper. So we had to, not have it for a couple of months and then sneak back. But the fun thing was that the VG, which is the largest newspaper in Norway, they picked up on that and they called me and they said, are you the sister of Paul? You wrote that angry piece in Dagsavisen? Yes, I am. And then it turned out to be a piece on an interview another musical critic, and he said, well, I don't think she has anything to blah, blah, blah. And then they said, oh, you believe me in this piece? And I said, yes, certainly, I will. And then they came over to take a picture of me. And this was well before the selfies. So if someone tries to take a picture of you from that angle and up towards your nostrils, you don't really want to go there. But they did, of course. And then it said, the headline wrote, Grumpy Sister.